The One Mix. Turn it up!
The angel of the sky.
idea of owning digital currency for creation of wealth over time. Why just Bitcoin? What other ones? I love diversification. That's my whole investment theme. I want diversity. I want to mitigate risk. Now, if I decide yes, digital currency, I think I should have a 2% weighting in my portfolio of digital currencies. You've been watching this space forever. Which ones? Why just Bitcoin? What else? What about Ethereum? What about all the rest of that stuff that's in any wallet you look at?
Okay. So I think this is a big question that a lot of people ask, right? You guys ask me all the time. What altcoin should I buy besides Bitcoin? So see, Kevin Kevin gets it. I really think he gets it, right? So he's asking the right questions. Pomp doesn't really explain it well because Pomp is a Bitcoin maximalist. He is. He doesn't really talk about anything else other than Bitcoin. So he kind of answers and kind of doesn't. So take a listen. And again, as for sound, I told you guys, I warned you guys, this interview, Pomp's voice level is just really, really low compared to Kevin's. And this is at max volume already.
Yeah, so first of all, definitely Bitcoin has the network effect. It has the brand awareness. It has majority of the capital in the space. It is kind of, like you said, the granddaddy of them all. And so if you kind of think of it as the blue chip, Bitcoin is definitely there. Now, most of the people who only hold Bitcoin, the kind of hardcore Bitcoiners and are the people who understand monetary policy, et cetera, they have a belief that Bitcoin is going to become that global reserve currency. So they almost use it as cash, right? It is an electronic currency to them, and they hold it for that purpose. Just like they would hold cash in their bank account, they hold Bitcoin. Now, there are some people who disagree with that belief system. They believe that kind of in your camp that there should be diversification. And so what we're seeing there is there's starting to be vehicles in which you can actually go get that diversification. And so a company that I'm invested in called Bitwise recently launched a fund that is publicly traded on the OTC market or the OTC exchange. It's just BITW as the ticker. And it gives you exposure to the top 10 crypto assets, their market weight averaged, and they're rebalanced on a frequent basis. And so similar to like an S&P 500 type index that gives you exposure to an industry, this specific fund and others that are following it will do the exact same thing. And so I think people have to ask themselves, do I want to basically put my assets in something that is the most de-risked out of all of the assets, or do I just want industry-wide diversified exposure? I don't think you can go wrong with either one. Frankly, Bitcoin in one of those scenarios is 100% of the allocation. In the other, it's like 85%. So Bitcoin is just so dominant compared to everything else. But I think either one of those options gets people in the game. You get kind of off 0% exposure, right? I keep saying get off zero. And once you put money into something, you start paying attention. You start learning about it. And I think that's kind of the first step for people who have heard about this, are intrigued by it, and want to start to get exposure to it.
All right,
Okay, so let me comment on that. Like I said, Pomp kind of danced around the thing, right? He talked about this Bitwise kind of fund that kind of, auto allocates for you, but out of that fund, 85% of it is in Bitcoin anyways, right? So you're not getting much diversification. So I guess there's two ways to think about this, right? You could be a Bitcoin maximalist and think that Bitcoin is the first mover, is the only one that's going to store value over time, it's going to gain the most, and that you should hold nothing but Bitcoin because everything else is a speculative thing and it could fail, right? So there's that one camp. The other camp I get is they want to be diversified for two reasons. Number one, they feel like Bitcoin is already too big. They're not going to become a millionaire by holding Bitcoin, right? So they want to get into something that is smaller, that has more growth potential. So there's that. And then there's people that actually believe that maybe a project like Ethereum can actually go up because it's the next Google or Microsoft or something like that, right? That Ethereum or maybe Chainlink or I don't know, Tezos, VeChain, one of these guys, Neo, one of these guys will become the next Amazon of the world. Or I don't know about Amazon, but like the Google of the world, right? So there's two people that's looking for that. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, right? If you want to invest early, that's fine. But altcoins, let's not forget, are already gigantic in terms of market cap versus a legit company, a regular company. I don't want to say legit. That's a poor choice of word. A non-crypto company, right? If you look at the market cap of, say, Ethereum, that's $100-something billion. And then you look at a non-crypto company that's worth $100 billion. There's a big difference. Big difference. You're talking about the size of like PayPal or size of like a Salesforce, something like that, to be equal that big in a non-crypto asset, non-crypto market cap, right? So that's why you got to be a little bit careful when you're viewing it that way. But diversification is fine because there will be times where altcoins move faster than Bitcoin.
Your name is your identity. But when you buy an internet domain name,
the 4th and the 7th, which means he came to DC for the Trump event, which means he is an attacker on the Capitol just by being in Washington. So this is insane. So you are about to be canceled from everything. If they don't like your political views, you are going to get canceled. But this is the best. Like, look, I can get around the Airbnb problem, but how do you get around the banking problem? If the bank closes your account, sorry, I had to sneeze. If the bank closes your account, how the hell are you supposed to get around that? There is one and only one solution, and that's Bitcoin. This is incredibly bullish. Incredibly bullish. It's insane what these people are doing, all for political reasons. Now let's go to the charts. We're going straight to the weekly because, like I said, this is going to be a shorter show. I did not even pull out your live chat, so I don't know what's going on in the live chat. Let me do that now. Grab your live chat. And I would need to do this and then this. Perfect. Okay. So all right, we got 700 viewers, so that's pretty damn good. Okay, keep it that way. Okay. So this should be shorter. Cool. All right. Weekly chart. So today is only Wednesday. I believe today is Wednesday. Today is only Wednesday. And this is still looking like a very healthy bottom side of this candle. What are your thoughts on a head and shoulder pattern? Yeah, we can glance at that. Look, I am still anticipating a blow off top. I don't believe this was the blow off top. I still think there is a high probability of a blow off top coming later this month because of what may or may not happen. Now they're trying to impeach Trump for the second time in a month. And there are reasons as to why impeach Trump. And I didn't really understood those reasons until I saw some Twitter replies. So the main reasons to impeach Trump is, first of all, he won't be able to run for president again. And they can't have him running for president again because if there is a fair election, he would win in a landslide. So they can't have him running for president again. And also, they don't want to give him Secret Service protection. So if they can impeach him, they can then arrest him. They can do whatever they want with him. He becomes, a peasant citizen like the rest of us. But some of us have Bitcoin, so we're in better position than Trump. If you don't have Bitcoin, you're going to be in trouble. Everyone needs to have some Bitcoin. I don't care if it's a tenth of a Bitcoin, a quarter of a Bitcoin. You better have some Bitcoin. You better have some, because the shit that's coming down the pipe is insane. Now, this is our fourth day of the 1 to 4 candle correction. This is it. This is my make or break line. If we are below this line tomorrow, I become bearish, not significantly bearish, but this possibility is I'm going to put a huge percentage chance of us falling to the 25 range if we are below this line. I'm actually going to be raising this blue line. It may be a little too early to raise it right now, but I don't know when I'm going to stream again. So I'm going to move these arrows out of the way because we're always adjusting. I'm going to put this blue line at today's low. I do not believe that today's low is going to be broken if we go to the upside. And now I'm going to put the arrows back here. Now this arrow, I probably should have adjusted it. We don't have to go down to 25. We don't have to. I think we can, but we're not going to get a double bottom either. So I have two choices. I could raise this arrow to, say, 37. Ideally, I want to raise it to 42. But if I raise it to 42, I now have to raise this arrow to something like that. Okay? And I don't know if I'm ready to be this bullish this short term. But there are multiple possibilities here. Okay? I think it's, if we rally the harder we rally from this candle today, the more likely we will be staying above the thresholds. There are two choices here. Either we establish a new support level of 40,000, or we come and do a full, 40 to 50% correction. And I think both of those probabilities are equally likely. For now, we're focusing on this area. And if this blue line breaks, and the blue line, I just moved it to $32,000, 32,200. Let's be more conservative. Let's just make this line 32,000. If Bitcoin breaks 32,000 again, I just want to make it 32. 32,000 is my new line in the sand. If Bitcoin goes below 32,000 at any point, today, tomorrow, next week, at any point the rest of the month, this blue line is still the rest of the month. I believe that Bitcoin will come down to the mid to low $25,000 area if we breach this blue line at this point in time. This is the make or break for the 1 to 4 candle correction. It's either now, like in my video description, I put now or never, but it's actually not never. Like if Bitcoin doesn't go up now, it's going to go up soon. It's not going to be never, right? So when you say now or never, for Bitcoin, it doesn't make sense. So we either go up now or we go up later. So I would like it for it to go up now. And if we start going up now, we then rally for another MRI top on the daily in line with an MRI top on the weekly. Now, this weekly is very steep. And I have that all the way in the 57,000 range. So if I want these arrows to match, they're almost matching. This is about 55,000. Okay. So, but then this here, I'm going to take the thinner arrow and I'm going to stick that here. I'm really projecting into the future, maybe a little too much. And there is a possibility of a reset back here. Now, this one would probably come down to test these moving averages, because this moving averages will certainly be broken at that time. We would like to touch this moving average, and it's possible if we go up slow enough, we can meet it up here somewhere. But for now, we avoided this, and I am bullish this week. I mean, all the shit that's coming down the pipe. I mean, when your bank is gonna remove your banking services, when your bank is going to remove your banking services for believing in the right science, that's insane. Like that is insane. These masks, they don't do shit. They don't do anything. And the bank is going to deplatform you if you don't wear a mask. I mean, I'm going back to Florida. I mean, I'm actually not happy with Texas. They're all mask crazy here too. But at least they're, like places are open to hang out, have a good steak. And, but in Florida, no one wears a mask. So wait a minute. So you're telling me that if I go to an HSBC in Florida where a mask is not a requirement, and I'm caught on camera inside the HSBC bank in Florida where masks aren't required, I can lose my bank account. This is basically what they're saying. And this cannot be more bullish for Bitcoin. I mean, these communist politicians have no fucking idea what is coming down the pipe when people just refuse to use their money and start using Bitcoin. Anyway, all right, let me look at your questions. Oh, I see Fibbo Swanee is being active. What do you got, Fibbo? Let me see. I should get Fibbo back on the show. Raise it to 46,000. Well, I had it at 46,000. I just raised it higher. Hey, Tone, isn't each Bitcoin transaction a taxable event? I believe Bitcoin is treated. I mean, I'm not a tax guy or a tax advisor. Look, you don't have to use Bitcoin right now. You just save Bitcoin. Let it go up in value. Start spending Bitcoin when it's $250,000. And you know what the best way to spend Bitcoin? Not being a US damn citizen. Like, if you're not a US citizen, you don't have to worry about these problems. I think there'll be a mass exodus of Americans. I think the surrendering of the US passport. Again, like I said, these socialist politicians have no fucking idea what's coming down the pipe. I would not be surprised if they make it impossible to surrender your American passport. Back when my family immigrated communist Russia, you were not allowed to defect Russia. You had to get special permission. And in the 80s, in the late 80s, the only way to get that special permission is if you were Jewish. Being Jewish was the only way to get out of Russia. So even, crafty Russians that were not Jewish, found a way to forge some paperwork to make themselves Jewish in order to get the hell out of the country. But the point is, they did not let you leave the country. And not only did they not let you leave the country, even when they did let you leave the country, like my family, you were only allowed to leave with $100 worth of money per family member. So imagine a situation where in 3 months, the regime of Biden and Harris, fully under the guideline of the CCP, and for those that don't know what the CCP is the Chinese Communist Party, they will come down with, I'm not saying they will, but I would not be surprised if they come down with a new regulation saying that if you defect the United States, you are not allowed to leave the country with more than $1,000. Oh, they seem to love the $3,000 number. Like, we don't care if you have $20 million in the bank. You are only allowed to leave the country with $3,000 per family member, and we will keep the rest because we want to keep the rest of Americans safe from you because you are leaving. And this is a problem. And I've never been this bullish on Bitcoin. Yes, the price is a little bit high, and yes, I've been calling for this pullback, but holy shit, am I bullish on Bitcoin with what's happening in the political and the financial realm right now. If Bitcoin does break below 32,000 today or tomorrow, will you sell your GBTC and buy it back later? That is a very good question. Honestly, I probably won't, and I'll tell you why. The only reason why I won't is because of the funding rate. Like, the funding rate is killing me right now. It is historically, historically meaning recent history, it is historically low. And I did hear that another lockup period might end in early February. So this funding rate could go low. If the funding rate was higher, I absolutely would. I had a big dilemma here. You see, the funding rate was insanely high, but I still felt bullish for Bitcoin. And obviously, I should have got out like right there, but I got screwed up with the time zones. And then I should have just exited, but I just got screwed up with the time zones. And I was pissed that I couldn't get out in the morning because I didn't know what time it was, because I didn't know Florida had multiple time zones, and neither did the Floridians that were with us. And I just didn't get out. And I'm like, shit, but I did buy in right at the low, and I have some more that I can buy in. No, I'll just buy. I'll just hold through it, because based on and it's again, Biden's going to take office in about 10 days if he knows what year or what planet he's on. And I'm just not, it's too risky for me with the political environment. Like, I can see Bitcoin going up $10,000 if certain shit hits the fan. Like, if all of a sudden all Republicans no longer have a bank account in America, like, Bitcoin will go up $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in a day. Like there will be no limit to how high it can go when you're starting to read articles that banks are going to deplatform you for not wearing a mask. Because remember, this is all subjective. The bank can say, hey, like, I don't like how this guy voted in the election, so we're going to shut his bank account because he doesn't wear a mask, because people that did vote for Trump generally don't like masks. So there you go. Now, if GBTC funding, well, first of all, if the GBTC funding rate was in that 40 range over here, I would have absolutely sold. The one thing that prevented me from getting out back here was like the funding rate really, really screwed me up. So I'm stuck in this, and I don't mind being stuck in it. Bitcoin is going insane. Like, I had no idea what can drive Bitcoin to a $250,000 price within a year. I now do. I now absolutely do. I am putting up all my, and I will have more money to put into this stuff too, because I am selling my New York condo, literally. I have to speak to my realtor a little bit more, but I just want to make sure I get a good price for it. That's about it. That's the Ethereum USD chart. It's going to just follow Bitcoin. The stock market is doing just fine because people are scared to have money in the bank. The brokerage accounts probably are, the brokerage accounts don't care if you're a Democrat or Republican. So they'll probably keep your account. So your Apple stock is safer. And, but yeah, like Apple is probably going to shut down any app that is free market. It's about to get bad. Twitter is done. I'm probably going to be leaving Twitter. Facebook hasn't deplatformed me yet. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Like our entire tech sector is going to change, and it's going to change so quickly because of this divide, this insane divide. Like, look, people can be divisive. I can be divisive versus other people. But as a corporation, you are supposed to be neutral. You are not supposed to pick sides between maskers, anti-maskers, Democrats, Republicans, capitalists, communists. Apple is not supposed to be choosing who they support. They can support, a communist, and they can support a capitalist as a user of their product. But they're not doing that. They're picking and choosing. Now, obviously, I think they're choosing wrong, but I would give them shit if they did it the other way too. Like, if Apple decided to, or if Twitter decided to ban Biden's account, I would see that as wrong, just as wrong as when they decided to ban Trump's account. I don't know why I'm looking at Aurora Cannabis. I should be looking at Bitcoin short-term chart. So to me, it's just wrong. What Twitter did is embarrassing for any company, especially an American company. Like, deleting Trump's account, that's insane. That is absolutely insane. Imagine what would happen if they deleted Biden's account. It's the same thing. All right. I'm looking at your live chat, guys. There is, see if there's anything going on. Whoa, a lot of questions. Okay. Let me see. Hey, Tone, what are your thoughts on a head and shoulders pattern on the 4-hour chart? So here's the 4-hour chart. And it is a head and shoulders pattern. I'm just going to grab this red line. And I'm going to draw a neckline like this. But this neckline would need to be broken. And if we go up, if we break this high, if the price of Bitcoin goes above 36,500, then this is no longer a head and shoulders pattern. So it's a head and shoulders pattern that has not broken. That means you can't trade it. You can only trade it if you break this trend line. And this trend line should probably be less steep. So we need to go back down. And this is why my line for 32,000 is so critical. If we get back to this $32,000 line, then yes, I mean, I'm bearish for different reasons, but you could also be bearish for head and shoulders reasons. And if you look at the head and shoulders target, oh, wrong thing. If you look at the head and shoulders target, that's a $9,500 move. And if you flip it and then you move it, at least you have that advantage. That would take you to the low 2000s, which is in line with my other targets. So everything is in line, but we have to break this red line first. And at the moment, I don't believe that we will break it, because I believe this is a 1 to 4 candle correction. I believe the low is in. That's why I bought the low. I believe the 1 to 4 candle correction has just ended this morning. And I now think we're going higher. Now, how do I know when I'm wrong? This is why I don't have like a risk reward. I know my risk. At the moment, my risk is this line. If I was trading in a non-GBTC tax advantaged account with a weird premium dynamic, yeah, I would get out at 32, and I would try to buy back in lower. But I also bought over here, so I would kind of get out with a profit versus when I got in. And but I do believe we're going higher from here. I'm just this morning I'm turning bullish. Like, I'm seeing these headlines and it's insane. Bitcoin is your only protection. Bitcoin will be your only form of survival if you don't want to be a slave to the passport you're only a slave to the country you live in if that is your country of citizenship. I am now a firm believer that the only form of freedom there is now in the world is to live outside of your citizenship. So it can't be a global citizenship. So if you're an American, you're screwed. You got nothing. Like America will get you no matter where you live. So as a non-American, as a non-US citizen, you have ultimate freedom when you live in a country that is not the country of your citizenship. As an American, you have a tiny bit extra freedom by living outside of America, but it's very, very small. And you have absolutely no freedom if you're an American living in America, because shit is about to change in a hurry. And you guys know me, I'm not a gloom and doomer, and I'm getting scared as to what's going to happen in America. And everyone is like, no, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. It's going to be business as usual. No, it's not. Not this time. Not this time. This time is different. Okay, I gotta get to Austin, Texas. So I can't get through the rest of your questions. I can maybe read them. Tony said on the 12th of January that you don't think the Bitcoin ETF would happen within 2 years. Yeah, it's paperwork. Do you think that we need time? Oh yeah, that was a good question from the other day. No, it has nothing to do with the price of Bitcoin. It has to do with regulation. Regulation, like Bitcoin doesn't have to be above 100,000. Like Bitcoin could have had an ETF 5 years ago, 10 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's not the price of Bitcoin that, well, maybe not 10 years ago, but certainly 5 years ago. It's not the price of Bitcoin that matters. It's regulation, and regulation doesn't really want to create a Bitcoin ETF anytime soon. Hey Tone, isn't each Bitcoin transaction? Oh yes, the taxes part. Can you ask Tone to check back all the MRI tops? If you count them all together from 11 to 12,000, we have already 9 MRI tops, aka MRI super. No, we have 8 on the daily chart. Maybe on the weekly chart, but on a daily chart we have 8. I don't have time to count them now. This would be the MRI super top, and based on the politics, I find it hard to believe that it would lead to a big correction. But if this move in the next few weeks is big enough that takes us to say 60 or 70,000, then yeah, we can have a very significant correction. Okay. Okay, I did that question. In a bull market of 2017, we never confirmed support in the 1,000 area. Can the same happen to? Yes, that's a very good question. Correct. We never did confirm the back test of, and I've talked about that many times. I'll talk about it again in the near future. Yeah, it's possible we're never going to see 20,000 again. I'm actually leaning that way. I'm leaning to never seeing 20,000 again. Can we see 23, 24? Yes, for now. But I am leaning to not going below 20 ever again. Hey, I gotta save these questions. I gotta get to Austin, guys. I'm sorry. We will have to do this another time. Can you look at Airbnb stock? Well, if Airbnb starts deplatforming people because they don't like their politics, that stock ain't gonna go very high. So I am not exactly bullish fundamentally on Airbnb stock. All right, guys, on this note, I am gonna say goodbye. I gotta get to Austin. There'll be cool videos from Austin. I'm getting together with Jimmy. I'm getting together with On-Chain Capital guys. I'm getting together with some book authors. It's going to be great. There'll be some awesome streams from Austin, Texas. And then I'm probably going back to Florida or Mexico because I ain't going back to my other homes. Well, kind of homes, but homes away from home, which is where my family is in New York, and Las Vegas, where I spend a decent amount of time. And both of them are a nightmare right now, and I want to be nowhere near those cities. Time to go to it's snowing in Austin. At least it was a few days ago. It's insane. Florida was under 40 degrees, and so was Austin, apparently. So I can't wait to get back to Miami, where it's at least warmer. All right, guys, thank you all for watching.
If you work in a team, you've got to try Monday.com. Go to Monday.com and manage all your team's work on a powerful platform that's easy to use.
Advice, like I think it was Crypto saying, I don't trade with a stop loss. Dude, look, if you don't trade, it's possible not to trade with a stop loss because you can actually have, you could actually use high leverage and just have a liquidation level, right? Or whatever. But it's not good advice for newbie traders. Not at all. It's actually, let me drink in some water. It's actually probably the worst advice for a newbie trader to say, I don't use a stop loss. Don't use a stop loss. It's actually like, I don't even know why he would fucking say that. It just makes no sense to me. You've got to basically limit your risk when you're trading on these in any market, especially Bitcoin, because it moves so much. It's insane how fast it can move. Right, guys, so let's go for the other side of the coin. So right now it's ascending, right? For this then to start getting bearish below the MAs here, we want to get a sell signal, so that'll be around here on the 15-minute. Also on the hourly, we're probably already on a sell. We're already in sell right now. The hourly will basically be a rejection, a lower high, and then breaking that $32,400. I think that's the line in the sand. Is 3 hits already. You could even call that a hit there. So it's like the 5th time. That would then come down, and I don't think 30k is going to hold, guys. So that would confirm then, this being that kind of that head and shoulders everybody's talking about. But you just don't need to chart like that, and it's not really. It's actually a completely slanted neckline as well. Let's have a look at the measured move on the triangle. So if this does play out bullish, right? Let's have a look what we get on the measured move for this. So let's go from here to here. I think it actually takes us to a pretty ridiculous price, actually. It actually takes us up to 43k, so it actually takes us to a new high. And actually that's kind of like, it's kind of a bit worrying for me to see that, because the measured move on this triangle doesn't really line up with what I would like to see. 43k, that means there's another full-blown breakout, all-sky breakout. And that doesn't really line up too well. So that's not good, in my opinion, for that actually playing out. Let's go back on the lower time frames. Let's have a look on the hourly. Basically, we just need to get above this level here, man. And then these moving averages need to cross. We're going to be here watching it, guys. Let's go on the 15-minute. I know how much you guys love a little bit of the 15-minute. And we'll talk about altcoins as well. Yo, guys, so absolute, yeah, look, that's amazing. 1,400 people, 286 likes already. Insanely good. All right, click on that a second. Let's go back to the bottom. MDX Trading, sorry for the stupid questions. Dude, there's no stupid question in trading. Like, I've been there. Like 4 or 5 years ago, I was the guy asking the stupid questions. So it's not a stupid question if you don't know, if you're starting something new. Everything you do in life, like at the beginning, you're going to apparently ask stupid questions. Come on, guys, let's get 300 likes. Go on, Pafifa. Make it happen, legends. Yes, boy. Pafifa is the guy. An absolute hero. But yeah, guys, let's go back into some stuff. Ask me anything as well. So here you go. 5k to 12k ETH by year's end. 17 to 25 depending. Yeah, let's do this, man. ETH moon when? Okay, let's talk ETH then. Everybody seems to be clanging on about ETH. ETH's actually a slightly worse looking chart right now. Let's have a look. So let me just get some air out of my. I just had a massive meal. So it's not as good looking chart. It's still it's a symmetrical kind of triangle pattern we've got here. So you can obviously see quite happily just like bang, bang. It is indicative of indecision, right? There's a lot of indecision right now, so it's coming sideways. If it breaks above it, it's good. If it breaks below it, it's bad, obviously. Levels, let's go on levels on ETH as well. So it's actually not a very decent, it's not a very good chart, to be honest. It's just indecision. The only thing you can really do is, if it could get up, if it break this level here, obviously we're going to start creating that uptrend. It really depends on Bitcoin, because Bitcoin does look a little bit more bullish, in my opinion, right now. That can change very, very quickly, guys. If you get below these MAs and then start breaking these levels here, then yeah, it's a complete switch around. And it's kind of like, it is kind of flat sideways. So back to ETH, it's gonna obviously do the same as Bitcoin. And like medium term on the hourly, if you go up, sorry, not medium term, short term, obviously still on the hourly, 4 hour to maybe a daily would be more medium. So like if we get obviously these levels, guys, up here, we can start getting some deviations of that. So if we can come up here, bullish deviation over that level, hold, that's bullish. And then we've got a trend line here as well. Let's just draw on the trend, 1 second for you legends. So we've got a trend line here. It's quite a simple trade, really. It's very similar to Bitcoin. It's actually pretty much bang on similar. Both the MAs are kind of trying to kind of swing around. If we break this trend line here, it's a flush down. It's exactly the same levels, man. Like ETH is obviously not to the dots level. It's a different asset, right? But again, I don't think this holds. If we do break this level here, we come down here, break. I don't think that holds. And then I said in my previous stream, $700 is the lowest I think we go. Not saying, because that is a massive bearish deviation if we break $733, but that's the lid of the move. So yeah, I what's this line here actually? Let's have a look. So this is just me drawing some other charts from the MAs, I think. But yeah, right now we just need to get above this next level. Let's have a look here as well. I think we got a super chat already came in. A couple of super chats already. I will answer this. So if you do a super chat, guys, Pafifa's on it. He will come in and screenshot it for you, so I won't miss it. I won't miss them when they're coming in. I'll just leave it on Pafifa. He's my guy. Strasvoy, Privyet, mój drug. Legend. Kakdila Pafifa. He's from Slovakia. He speaks Russian. He's the boy. So let's go back on Bitcoin. Let's have a look. 15-minute scale, because I know you guys love it. We just want to kind of get above this whole area here. We're getting all this like kind of, you know, there's a little bit of a supply zone right here of cells. If we can just get above that level there and that level there, and we can hold here, then we're going to be aiming for that 30. It's another attempt. So this is like basically the third attempt as well. If we can get above that $36,600 level, guys, it's going to look really nice. If we can get above that now and just hold there, it's going to look really nice for that 39K. And like I said before, I do think that we will have a decent stop at 39K, because I think it's a little bit too much too quick. Like if you go on the weekly, it just like, you know, look at it. Like look at this thing. It's absolutely redonkulous, the moves. And we look in history. I think we just need a little bit more time. I think it's about a month we've got. If I go on the weekly on this, that's basically what I think it's going to look like. It'd actually be better if this was slid across a little bit, because that's a bit long. But that's, you know, if you zoom out, it will probably look something like this, you know, a V bottom and then back up. And that will be similar to what we did before. So we have this level here. I'll go on logarithmic to make it easy to see, but you see here, basically, this is what I'm looking for. Something like, look at this as well. This is a weekly scale. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. It's actually 5 weeks. So it's about 5 weeks it consolidated sideways here. And we always had that big dump at the end of it. So that's what I'm looking for here. 1, 2, yeah. So about 5 weeks, a month. I think about a month to 5 weeks is 5 weeks the maximum. I think there's just there's enough things like macro, overall, like economic wise, like the economy wise, like what's happening with like fiscal monetary policy in the economy. I think that it's gonna be a faster. I just think everything's sped up right now. COVID-19, everything's online. I've said it a million times. COVID-19, everything's going online, and also you've got the ridiculous printing of money all around the fucking world, which is just like everyone's running away. Everyone's running away from fiat currency, and we obviously on this channel have been talking about this for years. that everyone's going to exodus out of fiat at some point. And basically what we're doing is we're just getting that right now over the long term. Doesn't mean Bitcoin can't go down. So let's have a look on these. So this is this trend line to hold. Yo, let's have a look at the old, where am I? Okay, let me make that, put that there. Make sure that's nice and neat. Yo, so we've got, let's have a look. 1,800 people in here. Absolutely amazing, guys. It's such great support. Desecrate that like button on the way in, guys. Support the family. It's the MDX Legends here. So join MDX Trading. If you haven't joined MDX Trading yet, I will do a giveaway in a second. Join MDX Trading. Literally, it's just kicking off. I absolutely love it. And, oh yeah, guys, I wanted to mention as well, these fucking people... John T sent me a whole load of stuff. Just don't get scammed, guys. Like, there's literally a whole load of people like impersonating me right now on Telegram. Basically, guys, make sure when you look at my name, it's definitely MDX Crypto, basically at MDX Crypto. And like just don't do this. Like it says here, like within like, dude, I'm never ever gonna send anyone a message like this, like lol. Like, what the fuck is this? Making use of software that guarantees 95% win. It's absolute BS, guys. There's no 95. There's no guarantee in trading. Even the best traders in the world can go like can have massive drawdowns. Just don't fall for this shit, please. Let's go on a daily. Let's really zoom out on this. So I that's what I've said. I think that, we're actually above the moving averages on the daily right now. So we're holding support 3 wicks as well. So I do think that it could come up like this. Why is the line so why does it do that? Can I make it nice and smooth? No. They're gonna be like that. So that it's a good point. Let's get rid of these head and shoulder lines. Let's just make it nice and neat. So yes, I think that Bitcoin is due that. I think we could come up to 39K, make a lower high right there, and then come back down, come back up, come back down, and then just create some type of pattern, whether it's a descending triangle like that. So descending is flat bottom triangle, flat bottomed triangle like that. Fucking hell. It's hard to draw. Flat bottom triangle. An ascending triangle is obviously a flat tops triangle. A symmetrical triangle is like indicative of indecision, and it's they say it's 50-50, but if you come into it bullish, the likelihood is you come out of it bullish. Slightly more of a chance. So I do think that 5 weeks, which would take us out to, so we go to basically February-ish, say February 20th. I've said that we're probably going to break 42K by February 11th. It's I'm give or take maybe 10 days either way, but I wanted to put something out there. But, yeah, 5 weeks consolidation looks good for this. That can definitely happen. But that answers your question. I do think this could go sideways for a while. We need a cool off. It needs a cool off. And also look at the Stoke RSI as well on the daily. We want it to, it's right now, it's right in the bearish. Let's go on the weekly actually. This does have room to come back down. But the thing is, this is the weekly, remember, guys. So, if that comes back down, that basically means that we're probably going to come up. We're probably going to come down to around that. I don't know. It's interesting. It can stay bullish for a long time, but it's this range here, big range in the middle, 5 weeks. Let's have a look at it on the actual weekly. Let me just have a look at this. So this could come down, but here you see, you got to remember, here we had that big swing arc there, and that actually was the thing which it basically gave us the momentum change from going bearish all the way up into this massive run. So it's interesting. The Stoke is interesting. It is a sell signal on the weekly, so that is kind of giving me an indication that there is going to be some type. Is this going to consolidate? Because the thing is about the Stoke as well, if price goes sideways for long enough, the Stoke comes down. You got to remember there's time consolidation as well as price consolidation. Time is an active consolidation. So when things go sideways, it allows all the momentum indicators to reset. And that's how you literally get to the point where it's okay, up, flat. Remember this here? You can see here, look, the Stoke was literally just zigzagging around here in this middle zone, zigzagging up, down, just in the middle zone the whole way along this. And then when we actually got a little bit bearish at the end, it went woof, and then bang, we had that nice little breakout. It's been an absolutely phenomenal year, obviously. But yeah, to answer your question, I do think this does have a bit of time to go. Let's have a look on the 15 minutes. So right now, still, on the lower time frames, it's still ascending. I think my hunch is that we can get above this level, and then 36,600. If we can get above that, it's going to be delicious. 39K next hit. And then let's go on the hourly a second. Hourly looks all right. It is indecision because we have got those triangles. You know, the thing is, right, I like it when it's like this because it's simple, right? You break this level, you go short. You break this level, you go long. You could even just go agnostic and go long and short and then wait for the breakout. I don't do much breakout trading like that anymore, but it is profitable. Let's have a look. Let's go on the 50. Let's really watch this. I want to see this play out tonight. It might not, though. It looks kind of like a bit zing. It looks a bit shitty. And let's have a look at volume just to give it an idea of what's going on. Actually, volume would be in, you know, let's go on the hourly volume as well. I think we're getting close, you know, actually. You know, if you get a line along here, you could say probably like that. It's getting close, you know. I think we've got probably on an hourly scale maybe 12 to 24 more hours of this if it wants to hold. 12 to 24 more hours, so like one or two, like basically half to one day. For this to kind of zigzag, and then we'll get some sort of conclusion on it. The algo's still short. I'm long, guys, so I'm just going to be open with you right now. Wait, what did I just do? The MAs. Get the MAs back on. No, get out of the way. Get rid of volume. So I did take a long. I took a long from when these two MAs crossed because it bounced off that level. That's why I don't just trade triangles. I trade horizontals as well. And then... So I'm long from around here, guys, but my stop is basically at break even. So if it come back down, great. But I'm not really looking for shorts, guys, in this market anymore. I'm looking to long, and I've also got my spot positions, which I hold long term. Yo, how many? So, whoa, 2,200 people, guys, absolutely insane, love it. 500 likes. Let's try and smash that up to 1,000 likes, because if we get 1,000 likes on here, more people come into this stream, the community grows, and everything's just great. Guys, come and join MDX Trading as well. MDX Trading, literally t.me, MDX Trading. Absolute beast of a trading group, like thousands of people in here now, which is amazing to see. Let's do some other stuff. So basically, guys, if you are interested in trading the markets, I know a lot of you guys love altcoins. So this is Femex. I use Femex all the time to trade altcoins. Use the link below, guys. The link below gives you a $120 bonus when you sign up. They have like ADA, they have Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, EOS, Tron, Neo. You can trade every freaking decent altcoin. There's a lot of altcoins it hasn't got because there's like literally thousands of them. But like all the decent altcoins, like Uniswap and the ones which everybody's talking about all the time, are on here and they have decent liquidity. You've got to remember, guys, like I use Bybit, obviously. 1 second. Yeah, come. Don't worry about Bybit. Let me log out. All right, there we go. Guys, I have to blur that out. But anyway, so Bybit I use for Bitcoin, right? Bybit is my Bitcoin go-to. Guys, again, link below. Check it out. Bybit is the guy for Bitcoin. And then Femex, I trade altcoins on it. So Bybit for Bitcoin. Because you got to remember, Bybit has a huge amount of... let's go on Glassnode a second, guys. Glassnode. Bybit has a massive amount of liquidity now, and they have huge volume. They have double the volume of BitMEX. So let's have a look. If you go on futures, yeah, you can see that Bybit's right up there. So basically, guys, use the links below. Bybit for Bitcoin, and then Femex for freaking logout. Why am I in my accounts, man? We don't like. Damn it. Anyway, you probably saw like whatever my email address, but it doesn't matter. So guys. Femex for altcoins, check it out. Absolutely great place to do it. All links below. All right, let's move on from there. So we've got some more super chats coming in, guys. Also, desecrate that like button. 600 likes, absolutely insane. Let's go. Where was I going to go now? So yeah, join MDX Trading. Let's have a look at the price of itty bitty bad boy Bitcoin. It's just like kind of just being a bit shit right now. Let's move, people. Grab some water in. Okay, so yeah, as long as they're above the MAs, it's kind of just soldiering a little bit higher. It's just making higher lows every single time. Let's have a look on the hourly scale. The MAs here, we want to get basically what we want to see is we want to get a buy signal on the MAs. We're still in a sell signal. The algo's still going to be short. The algo's coming down quite quickly though. You know, if this actually like zigzags down again and zigzags down again, we're going to see a kind of a point right there where, you know, down and it's to there, and then these move up. You're probably going to get a buy signal around there if it keeps going. And then that will be indicative of breaking that $36,600 level. And I want to see 36K $36,600 is definitely the inflection point for the bulls to then take control. We're still like, right now it's not bullish at all, really. Like if I was a robot, I'd be agnostic. But if we can get above 36,600, it's good. And then we've got that 32,500. If we hit that again, it's a fourth hit. It's not looking good. It's kind of slugging down. And then we could have something like this where it's basically a descending pattern. So you've got like that. And then you've got this bottom place here. So it's kind of like, zigging down and then it just dies at the end. Descending pattern. Not there yet though. Hourly looks decent. And also, what was the 4 hour looking? The 4 hour looked nice. Like loads of wicks along there. The daily is all right as well. Obviously, it's going to be difficult to break the high. I'm not saying that we're going to go all the way and break the high to like in the next. I think we've got a little bit more time. But like short term, there's 3 wicks there. We're above the MA, which is the daily 21. And then the 55 exponential. It's a 21 and 55 exponential. So this... yeah, come on. We can. I just think this is good to come up and do about 39, lower high, come back down, consolidate sideways, all that kind of jazz. Yo, so how many people got in here? So we've actually got 2,355 people here, guys. Absolutely amazing. Will crypto? What? Get me the ladies. Depends on how much Bitcoin you've got, right? So I think like the more Bitcoin you've got, the more chance you have of picking up some serious cheekers. Because the girls love it when you buy them shit. like anyone. Like it's even for me, even as a dude, right? I like it when people buy me stuff. I'm not saying it's just women, I'm not being sexist or anything, but like women like it when dudes buy them things because if you're rich, basically, it basically like shows a woman that you are. I love are you listening to this? Oh, no, I got headphones in. My girlfriend's just looking at me like, what the fuck are you saying? But it basically just solidifies like that you've done something like worth, you're worth. Oh no data. Why does it say no data? No. Oh, why is it saying no data? It should be all right. Warning, is that okay? Okay. Basically, yeah, it just solidifies that you're actually doing something with your life which is like valuable, right? Because if you make money, it means no one's giving anyone money for free, right? So you're obviously doing something of value at some level, and obviously it's security as well. So let's have a go. So we're still going. I thought it just fucked up, but we're good. Let's do some of these super chats then, guys. Obviously, if you do any super chats, I will definitely see them because Pufifa is on it. So we answered that question. So we got Dan here. What do you think of BNEX exchange coin on the new exchange BNEX? I don't even know what this is. Seems like a good performer. Maybe too good thoughts. BNX. I won't go on the website. I don't know the website, but I'll check out the coin for you. BNEX coin. BNEX coin. Actually, wait, let's do it on this one here. Okay, guys, let's check out these questions. Guys, any questions you ask, I will definitely get to them. Oh, dude, this bloody button here. Come on. I don't like the new coin market. It's not even on there, dude. I don't know what that coin is. Let's have a look if it's on any of these exchanges. Got to remember, there's a lot of these crap BNEX. Don't know, man. I can't see it anywhere. I'm not prepared to go on the website for you, brother, because I don't know the website. But yo, I don't know that one. Sorry, brother. Thanks for the donation, mate, Mikal, but I don't know this exchange at all. So I got here. Will crypto get me the ladies? Yes. It will. It will get you more. Like crypto. Okay, think about it this way. If you buy loads of crypto and it 10x's, you're gonna have loads of freaking money, and you can just basically the money makes you more of what you are, dude. So if you're a dickhead, probably not. You won't get more ladies. But if you're a legend, you will get more ladies because you'll be more of a legend. Okay, Cross Wiz. Do you still recommend 27k? Yeah, definitely. I definitely still recommend. I would, guys, not financial advice. And by the way, guys, let's try and get this to 1,000 likes. Right now, next time I go on this page, if this says 1,000, I'll be eternally grateful to all your legends because the more likes it gets, the more people who come into the stream, all that great stuff. So 27,000, dude, is definitely, yeah, it lines up perfectly with the bottom side MA. Let's just move this across a second, this little thingamajiggy here. So get that across there. Come on, man, don't do me like this. Wait, it's all frozen up. One sec, it's all frozen up. Oh, it's because I'm on the freaking drawing tool. Oh god, TradingView sometimes really gets to me. Why are you not moving? Why is it all frozen up? What is going on with this? Okay, we'll go on a lower time frame. Let's go on the 4 hours. So basically, I think $27,000 is good because it coincides with a 35% correction. Bitcoin historically does really likes to do 20 to 40% corrections. So I think a spot buy with no leverage, you know, if it does go down to say like, you know, 22k or something like that, or comes lower, if you're buying spot and you're holding for the long term, it doesn't really matter if it goes down further. You're not on leverage. There's no liquidation price. It's a long-term hodl. It's difficult to time tops and bottoms anyway, but you know, a 35% correction from the high from the first leg of Bitcoin, I think is a good buy. So I don't recommend buying it. I just personally will buy 27k. I have cash. If we go $27,000 per Bitcoin, I will buy with my cash, and it'll probably be actually the majority of my cash. I'll actually probably do most of my cash at that level, just because I think it's a good risk to reward. You know, we went to 40, back to 27. It's almost half back down, 35% correction. And I believe in the long-term fundamentals of Bitcoin, and I don't think we're anywhere near a top yet. You know, the PI top cycle indicator, let's have a look, which we obviously on this channel are going to use a lot because it's a fucking good indicator, in my opinion. If it can load, it can load. So we are kind of in a bubble, but like, you know, this is saying 24,000 is getting back into the green level. And it is interesting it says that, because along here we didn't actually get into bubble territory until much further down the bull market. So, you know, and this actually played off the 20. This is basically the 21 week moving average. It's very, very similar. It's a different MA, the 111 BTC USD, but I think it is very, very, very close to the 21 week moving average. But right now this is actually quite interesting, this chart, in quite a few ways, because above the green line is bubble territory. So this is saying 24,000 just to get out of a bubble territory. You've got to remember as well, though, guys. Remember, if this consolidates sideways for 5 weeks, these two MAs are just going to catch up. So these two MAs are just going to ride up here, and then eventually we'll hit it. And this prediction of, say, you know, getting back into normal territory is 24k. That will actually be a lot higher. So we've got to remember that as well. Let's just zoom back out. Go back on. I hate this chart. It's so annoying, this chart. It always twats me over. There we go. Let's go on this zoom. So I think this is interesting. It's a bubble right now, guys. It is a bubble. I just don't think, like, looking at Bitcoin macro, you know, on the higher time frames, I don't think like we're really gonna have that big sharp, 40-50% correction people are thinking about. Bitcoin is just too, like, the utility of Bitcoin is just too good right now for like the macro, like the monetary policy of the world is just so set up to make Bitcoin go to the moon, and everybody gets it now. Like not everybody actually, like it's still only like 5-10% of people actually understand it, but like a lot of the big players get it now, and institutions are buying. We know institutions are buying. We know Grayscale are just absolutely hammering the buy. And they're buying the supply up. And let's have a look at supply as well. Let's go on viewbase.com. Check this out real quick. A bit of Viewbase, if it can load. I absolutely can't wait just to get like mad super fiber. So this is really interesting, guys. I actually said this on the channel a few days ago. I said that I think we're going to see a big influx of new Bitcoin coming onto exchanges, and we're getting that. So no new Bitcoin onto Coinbase, but we're seeing thousands of Bitcoin, 8,000 Bitcoin onto Binance. This is today, 1,400 Bitcoin onto Huobi. We're seeing more coming on. Over the 30-day, it's not really making a difference. We had a huge influx over the 30-day on Binance. So Binance really is retail-driven. But 7-day as well, big influx on Binance. So we're seeing more Bitcoin becoming available. Like, not a huge amount compared to what's been coming off, but like, this is why we're seeing this downside, because like the more people who are prepared to create supply, right, with Bitcoin, means the more there is available for other people to buy, and then obviously in turn it's a supply and demand play. I really like, but Bitcoin is like the ultimate supply and demand play of all time, because it's literally like, it's so transparent. All of the data is on chain. You can see exactly where all the Bitcoin's moving at any point because it's on a decent, transparent ledger. It's pretty darn insane. So we're getting an influx. So that's basically, indicative of this. We're getting a little bit of this. We're getting sell pressure because there's more on the books. Let's have on the 15-minute. It's just like marching sideways up. It's like a little. If you wanted to do like a 15-minute, it's just all, we've got like kind of a flat top kind of triangle thing going along. I like it. Let's just get up, man. On this stream, it would be sweet for us just to watch this, break this level, come up, because obviously I'm long as well. So when it goes up, I'm making money, right? Like, obviously my bias. Guys, I got to mention this as well. like I am long. So I don't look, I want it to go up, but I've been trading for long enough not to be the guy who's just going to say it's going to go up because I'm long. I get it. This can definitely come back down, and I can get stopped out of break even. I get it, and I'm prepared for this to get stopped out of break even. Every trade I'm prepared to lose. So break even here is for me here. If it does come back round and then breaks me out, great. We're probably going to come back down. And if we hit this level again, $32,400, guys, draw it on your chart. It's an inflection point level, 32,400. I think if we break that, I don't think 30K holds. In my opinione. But if we can go up, if we can get up now and get above this freaking level, then we're making some P. And then a 30, if I'm long here and then, we come up and then we get above here and do 39, it's like a decent move. It's going to be, we're looking at a 16% move. And depending on how much you're trading, whether you're trading 1,000 contracts, 10,000 contracts, 100,000 contracts, right? Whatever you're trading, 16% is just fucking beautiful. If you're 100K, you're making $16,000 on that trade. So, there's huge opportunity in Bitcoin. Even trading a 5K on it, still decent. 10K, still decent. $1,600. So, and you got to remember, I remember trading 10Ks used to be quite a significant thing. Trading a 10K when Bitcoin was trading at 6K, it's a couple Bitcoin, but now it's like it's 0.25, man. Basically, it's crazy. Like $10,000 is like not. It's just like nothing now. In terms of you need to be trading 34,000 contracts just for one Bitcoin long. It's absolutely insane. I love it. When it starts getting to hundreds of $1,000s per Bitcoin, it's going to be such a funny way. It's like I can just throw on $200,000. A 2 Bitcoin trade is 200K, and it's just 2 Bitcoin. Oh wow, it's going to be insane. Yo guys, how many likes did we get? So we got 800 likes. Absolutely insane, guys. 2,700 and what's going on here? MDX crypto. Oh no, is my mic bad? Oh no, is my mic okay? Bitcoin before everything's working, right? Okay, good. Should I buy Bitcoin now? Let's see what Pafifa's saying. Wow, loads of super chats coming in. So let's do the next super chat. So we got here, Mikhail. Do you think that the banning of the conservative groups and individuals in the USA by traditional payment companies could provide a huge boom for crypto? So the conservative groups and individuals in the USA by traditional payment companies, I don't know what you're talking. I know that there's obviously USA are hard on regulation when it comes to derivative platforms. Traditional payment companies. What do you specify? What are you talking about? So do you think banning of conservative groups and individuals in the USA by traditional? Oh, I do know what you're talking about. So I think there's a few cases where people, Stripe, I think it was, where they ban loads of their customers from being able to take Bitcoin payments. I think overall the traditional payment ecosystems, they need to just evolve, man. It's like the same thing as the cotton mills, or it's the same thing as the automobile. It's like these technologies this technology, blockchain technology, and Bitcoin is so fundamental and so transformative, right? It's going to be a little bit of backlash, right, from traditional payment companies, but they're just going to have to evolve and get on board with it because it's not going to stop. All innovation is a move forward in efficiency, and Bitcoin is more efficient on every level than fiat currency. I can literally send someone in Australia right now 1 Bitcoin. It will probably cost me $20, and it will arrive in their account in an hour, and that was it. It's done. You have to migrate, and Bitcoin's not even that good at payments. Look at Nano. It's instant. Nano is a really good payment rail network. Not saying it's going to be as good as Bitcoin as money, but you know what I mean. It's Bitcoin's more of the store of value play. But I obviously even in the UK, things like the Brave browser and Uphold and stuff like that have had problems with regulators because they're saying people can't earn money from their browser and all this kind of stuff. And they wouldn't get payments from it. It's just crazy. Hey, good question though, man. What did I already answer that question or did I miss it? I think I missed it. So we got here. Okay? I think I just missed your question, brother. Or did I just not? Okay. Luckily, I got it. Could you check LTO USD graph? Lots of accumulation lately. LTO/USD. Okay, let's check it out for you, brother. Oh, what am I doing now? Was it LTO? You said. LTO. Let's check it out for you, mate. USD pair. So let's go on Binance. Let's have a look at this chart daily. Oh yeah, this looks great, man. I have no idea what the project is, but it's in a substantial uptrend. We're above all the moving averages on the daily. Let's have a look at the weekly quickly. I don't think the 21 would have even populated yet. So you've got a 21. You're above the 21 week moving average, and also the 50 is not even populated yet. But if you're above the 21 week moving average, in my opinion, that's the sign of a bull market. On the daily, we're above both the exponentials. Pretty decent. It's an uptrend. It's making higher lows. It looks like it could cool off a little bit. Let's see what it's done from the low. So we're looking at 400%. It could cool off a little bit, man. The Stochastic RSI is coming way down on the daily as well, so a little bit more downside pressure here. The holds here could come higher, but it looks good, bro. Overall, it looks decent to me. It's a good chart, and also higher highs. It could consolidate for a while. It looks like it kind of needs, another swing round. We've got 2 of these swing rounds. It could come a swing round and then just do the same thing at higher level and go again. It's nice, and you're right. It is accumulation on both levels. It was getting bought up here. Here's reaccumulation. Here's reaccumulation. Obviously, we've got distributions at the top where people are just like, "Fuck this, let's sell." But it's constructive because you've got 3 of them. So yeah, no, it's a good chart. Don't know what it is, but it's a good chart. We'll do some more questions in a minute. Yo, guys, absolutely desecrate that like button. If we can get to 1,000 likes, it'd be amazing. And also, guys, just to mention as well, come and have a look at my YouTube channel, obviously. Come and subscribe to MDX Crypto. MDX Crypto, come and subscribe. And also, I did a little bit of like cleaning up of the channel. So if you scroll down, you can... Let me see if the stream's on. Don't do that. Don't go yellow. So I did a bit of a cleanup of the channel. So like you can come here, do best cryptocurrency exchanges, best products in crypto. Brave Browser did a lot of content about best debit cards, right? So I did a bit of a cleanup of all the videos, so you can come and scroll down and have a look at all the best products. Check out my website as well, mdxcrypto.com, mdxcrypto.com, mdxcrypto.com. How many times I'm going to say that? And also, guys, if you want to trade the market, right? If you want to trade altcoins, use Femex. Femex have freaking loads of altcoins to trade. Femex, use the link below. The link below gets you $120 bonus when you sign up. We all know the links, right? I'm shilling it again, but Femex is a decent exchange. I use it myself. Really good liquidity on relatively small cap altcoins. Some of them like YFI is quite big and Uniswap, but like, XRP obviously is fucked. Algorand they got on here, Tezos. People like we're doing 10 million Cardano a day right now. So it's pretty decent for altcoins. And then guys, use Bybit for Bitcoin. Bybit is the best for Bitcoin because Bybit's doing pretty darn decent liquidity for Bitcoin trading. So definitely use that. And also, let's have a look at Bitcoin addresses. So it's all just kicking off, isn't it? Number of addresses is absolutely exploding on Bitcoin right now, which it's just good to see. Look at this line. Like, what the hell? Like, it's just absolutely booming in the amount of addresses, and so many people are getting into Bitcoin. Number of active addresses as well is skyrocketing. Oh, it's great. It's great to see. Also, guys, add me on Twitter. I don't use it that much, but if I get more followers, I will start using it.
Welcome to HiveOS. Let's get started. Simply click sign in. If you don't have an account, you'll be prompted to create a new one. For example, I'm going to use Etcher.io because it's simple, fast, and cross-platform. Because SSDs are designed to have many writes, rewrites, and erase cycles. Okay, so we've got both Etcher.io and we've got the latest version of speeds. As we want to set up and just pop them into new machines, and voila, we have new workers. Let's talk about one last way you can install HiveOS, and that is use a drive of at least 16 gigs in capacity.
taking profit at 39k. And look, we'll see what it looks like when it gets up there. I haven't got my limit or my limit set up there yet, but let's have a look what it looks like. If it wants to look really bullish up there and just continuation, I'll leave it. But I've got a hunch that we're going to probably stop around 39k and then come back down and consolidate for longer. And I think that's positive for Bitcoin. And you know, after a 39k retest, we could even do a big sideways triangle, right, for a while. Let's make it a bit better. Big sideways triangle for a while, and then actually wick down and hit that 27k level. I still think 27k is on the cards. I'm not ruling it out at any time soon. But yeah, so let's get above there first. If this now wants to get bearish, it means we don't get above this level here. Comes along here and then down, and then we start downtrending from there, and then we break these previous levels and we get below the moving averages. Loving trading the lower time frames recently. It's been so much fun because like on the lower time frames, like the hourly and the 50-minute, it's such a massive breadth of a range we're trading, man. It's doing like 20% up and down. It's a trader's dream. That's why there's so many people who are getting into trading, because of this whole Bitcoin boom. It's just so much happening. Yo, 3,000 people in here, guys. Absolutely incredible. Join, if you're new here, join the MDX community. MDX trading, come and join the trading group. This is like literally one of the best trading groups in crypto, hands down. It's really growing fast. Also join MDX official if you want for like more general questions. You can click on the pinned message and it will take you to my website. You can also earn free Bitcoin on this link here and then join the trading group. One second, let me just rearrange my my boxers. I'm sitting in an uncomfortable position. Yeah, so come join MDX trading. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do a giveaway. Who's that? Stuart. I'll do a giveaway. Next person to join MDX trading wins a bundle of crypto. Next person to join. Oh, here we go. He's already won. I'll send it. I'm gonna send this guy some crypto. You won. Send me your address, bro, if you can see this. Let's do another question though. Let me ask let me ask a question in MDX trading. So the best answer. Actually, no, I can't. How am I gonna even audit that? It's gonna be so many people coming in. Just come and join MDX trading. I'm gonna give that guy some crypto for smashing in the first. But come join MDX trading. It's definitely one of the best trading groups in crypto. And we're almost at we smashed 1,000 likes. What's up, people? 1,000 likes. Cheers for the stream. No worries, brother. Yo, I love streaming these live videos. They're much more like I'm basically turning into a streamer now. And I'm gonna get my camera set up as well. Have a little camera going on. And this is nice. If we can get above this level here, let's look on the hourly. What's the hourly algo saying? We're getting towards it. We're getting towards it. Get above this level here. Get a buy signal above 36k. Looks good to me. I'm long from here. If the moving averages now need to start moving up, we need to get a buy signal on the moving averages now. That's even better. I put a lot of weight on it. Sell signal here, guys. We went all the way down, freaking like literally almost like 27%. Sell signal there, 27% drop. Let's get rid of the it's not volume. Let's have a look. So sell signal there. We had and the buy signal on the hourly was actually miles down here. The 4 hour is even more ridiculous. I think we haven't even moved. Actually, just got a sell signal on the 4 hour, but this could easily flip back round now. On the 4 hour, we're above the level as well. Let's have a look. What's going on? It's going for it. Yes. Let's go. So yeah, I'm long from here, man. Looking good. Let's get to that. Okay, look. So bullish scenario up into this zone, back up 39k. Bearish would be back up, rejection at 39k, 36,600, and then back down, and then retest these levels and do continue the kind of the weird consolidation. But getting up to here is then making this triangle formation look even better. Even the first trendline triangle looks good, and then it's a squeeze, but the likelihood is that actually this trend line is kind of invalidated now. We can take this actually off and then use the first line, and then we can come up here, and then it could come back down here, and then the apex is about here. So, and a measured move on this, I'm not really happy with the measured move, to be honest. It's a little bit too aggressive, but the measured move takes us to 43k ish, which is not. It's a little bit too aggressive. But not everything has to be perfect. Not everything's going to be perfect in trading. So that's the level to get above. Bang it. If we can get above there, but we could get another retest at the bottom side. But horizontals looks more bullish in my opinion. Back above this, it's higher lows. The FOMO kids are going to start coming in at over 36 because they're like, oh shit, I sold, but I didn't manage to make any money. I'm at break even, I buy. Even though, like I said before, retail isn't really driving this market anymore. Because look at it. Everyone's freaking long. Back in the day, and also I do definitely think that this has something to do with... let me just get rid of all this. It's taking up loads of CPU. I do think it has something to do with BitMEX not being the main exchange. I do think BitMEX was scammy as fuck. Like, they were doing stuff behind closed doors. They were manipulating price a lot to liquidate positions to make people pay more fees on exchanges. It's you can't prove it, but you know, you look at the order book sometimes, you're like, what the fuck's going on here? It's just crazy. So, and since BitMEX has come out of the limelight of one of the biggest exchanges for liquidity, you're seeing less retail, let's say opposite of sentiment. So like what used to happen in Bitcoin a lot is it would literally just trade the opposite of retail. Like if they went long, it would go down. If they went short, they would go up. But now you're not seeing that because we've got a new buyer and BitMEX aren't the number one player. And the new buyer is buying spot and holding it for multiple years. So it's a much more clean, nice asset to trade, really. It really is. It's actually definitely is one of the best assets in the whole world to trade. It's just amazing. And even the S&P just looks like a weird fat child being rolled up a hill. Like, look at this thing. It's like, this is like Federal Reserve print, they're buying equity. And the Fed aren't even buying equities yet. I don't know if they are going to. But if they do, it's going to look like the Japanese stock market. The Japanese stock market is literally the biggest zombie market ever in history. It's just literally like, I think it's like 65% of the Japanese government own equity. 65% of all equities in Japan are owned by the government. Like, if that isn't fucking fascism, then I don't know what is. And like, it just makes a zombie economy, and it makes the whole thing just like a fat child being forced up a hill. S&P looks pretty decent though. It's just gonna keep going. And loads of people have been asking me like, oh well, the economy's like, we haven't gone into recession yet because the stock market's up. Guys, the economy is in recession. We're in like a depression. It's correction, recession, or depression. The economy right now is in a depression. Like, there's more unemployment than after the Second World War. There's more suicide than even in wartime. Like in some countries like the UK, the statistics are actually shocking. You're seeing more and more problems with companies going bankrupt and more printed currency. So like the freaking economy is in a depression right now. But there's no correlation between the stock market and the economy, guys. There's just no correlation. People are using stocks as a store of value to get out of the depreciating dollar. So it's stocks are actually acting as a store of value right now to get out of hyperinflating currencies all around the world. But the stock market won't be able to do that forever because stocks aren't as hard in supply as Bitcoin and gold. So Bitcoin is going to win that race. It's just a matter of time before a lot of this equity stock buying actually floods into Bitcoin and gold. Because people think that it's a safe haven, all these stocks, but they're not as good as Bitcoin at being a safe haven or gold. So and also people are even using the dollar as a safe haven. What's the Dixie saying recently? The Dixie's just a slug dying. We've actually broken this level as well. So if you go on a weekly scale on the Dixie, we're in this quite nice uptrend on the Dixie, and then we broke that level there. So if it breaks here, let's draw some horizontals on here just to make it easy for you guys to see. We've got a horizontal level there. We've got a level down here. Let's do some charts. Oh shit! There we go. Nice. Let's do some charts for you people. So if we break this level here, then it's going to be it's a deviation. It's a one attempt, and then it's a bearish deviation of that level. And then guys, the next level is all the way down there. If the dollar does that, if the dollar breaks this level and flushes down to here, you're going to see a huge rally in other markets because everybody's flooding out of the dollar. And then what they're going to be buying, they're going to be buying things which are in their fucking hell. They're going to be buying stuff which is in their brokerage accounts. They're going to be buying Bitcoin. They're going to be buying fucking real estate. They'll be trying to get out of anything. So if this does want to flush back down to here, what move is that as well? I think it's about, we're looking at about a 10% move as well. So yeah, if this level breaks, I think you're going to see a big pump in equities and Bitcoin. And it doesn't always have to go like that. I'm not saying that it has to. But where are those dollars going to go? Like, they're going to go into something else. And right now, Bitcoin's got the narrative of being a store of value, which everybody wants, and it's got that narrative of being the digital gold, and it's all around the media. Everyone in the world is talking about Bitcoin right now. It's just the best money ever. Like, it's just it's a fucking fixed supply asset which has liquidity. It's the most liquid fixed supply asset ever. You can literally trade it 24/7 on like literally hundreds of exchanges. It's absolutely phenomenal, this thing. It's an absolute beast. I absolutely love it. Yo, how many people got in here? So we got 3,600 people in here. £50 in chat revenue. Absolutely amazing, man. Cheers for that. That will go towards me having a drink with the old missus on the weekend. And I just appreciate the support. Like, this community is really growing right now. And I'm just eternally grateful for that, because you know, I just love Bitcoin, and obviously you guys do as well. Come and join MEX Trading, guys. Obviously, if you're interested in trading the markets, Femex is amazing. I trade altcoins on Femex. They have not thousands. They have really good altcoins, basically. All the altcoins you want to trade. They also trade gold as well. I actually do trade gold USD. Use the link below, guys. You get a $120 bonus when you sign up for Femex. Use the link below and come and trade altcoins. Also, guys, I use Bybit for Bitcoin because Bybit is doing the most. It's doing really, really decent liquidity. I don't like OKX. I don't like Huobi. These are two more Asian-based exchanges. Binance as well. I don't like the UI of Binance. I don't like Binance. I don't use it. Bybit's my thing. So use Bybit for Bitcoin and then use Femex for altcoins. Come and you make an account, deposit, and you get $120 bonus. Check it out. And just to quickly shill one more thing, because I love it. Come check out my website, mdxcrypto.com, and you can get all of the best products in cryptocurrency. So best Bitcoin interest, best exchanges, all that kind of great stuff. I won't ramble on too much of that. So we'll do some questions. And just, guys, just smash the likes. But I'm more than happy to sit here and talk Bitcoin because I love Bitcoin. But this is a really, really nice looking chart. Well, obviously, it's not a really nice looking chart, obviously. Like, we're still miles off the previous high. It's not an all-sky breaker or anything like that. But I think $36,600 is the next target. If we can get above there, 39K is coming next. If we don't get above 36 and we reject, we could then come back down and then get a bearish deviation over this level here. So say this, right? Say we come up and we get above it and then we can't hold it. It will be a bearish deviation over it, and then it's not too great. Then we've got a trend line to hold. So we've got this level here. We've got level here. Also, we've got the horizontals. That's why I trade triangles as well as horizontals. There's so many people out there who just trade one thing. Like, they just trade triangles or they just trade horizontals, or they don't trade any of that shit. They just trade moving averages. For me, over the last 4 or 5 years of trading, I found that you want to have as much confluence on your chart as possible and just have 3 charts of Bitcoin up. One which has horizontals, one which has triangles, and then one which is just like you just messing around with moving averages or just a different strategy. And then put them all together and you can see what's best for you. Obviously everything's got to be best for you. So let's have a look here real quick. So yeah, this level, so bearish targets. If we can't get above $36,600 and we get a bearish deviation over this, 36,600, we're going to probably flush back down. If we hit 32,500 again, I don't personally think that this will hold. It's a fourth hit of it. And if this doesn't hold, again, it could get another bounce and then we'll have to see. But if it does break the low near 30K, we're going to go 27. I don't think it's going to hold. I think it's going to be too much sell pressure. I don't like it. You know, it could double bottom, but just out of my experience, it will be continuation. But guys, it's not freaking going down right now, so we don't have to worry about that. We're going for $36,600. I'm long from here, for full disclosure, and it's nice. It's just making higher lows the whole way up. I get it's the 50-minute, guys, but the 50 minutes basically, like, the hourly is basically the same shit. We need to get these MAs. If these MAs cross, you know, this cross is now like that, and we get a buy signal on here, it's going to look really nice. And also the algo, we're almost getting a buy signal on the algo, guys. If this goes long, nice. I'm up for that. And then what's the algo? So the moving average is already a buy signal. That's why I went long anyway. So I went long on this 15-minute. You can literally trade the 50-minute, guys, right now. It moves so much. Obviously, it's not for everybody, guys. Like, most of you, I don't know how. Okay, put number 1 if you're a hodler and put number 2 if you're a trader. In the chat right now, number 1 if you're a hodler, number 2 if you're a trader. I'm interested to know. Everyone's just going for it. I don't know how good the latency is. Number 1 if you're a trader, number 2 if you are a hodler. No, what? Is that right? Shit, I can't remember what I did now. Let's just see what happens. And also, per FIFA, what did I just say, dude? Was it per FIFA? Just tell me in here. Was it number 1 for a trader and number 2 for a... number 1 for a trader, number 1... Fucking hell. What was it, Puffy? Number 1 for a hodler? I'm actually a moron. I can't remember what my question was. But guys, yeah, smash the likes. If we can get to 2,000 likes, I absolutely really appreciate that. Let's see what everybody says they are, even though I don't know. Puffy, tell me. I think it was number 1 for a hodler. Number 1, okay, yeah, number 1 for a hodler. Number 2 for a trader. Smash what you are in the super chat right now. Not the super chat, normal chat. Number 1 if you're a hodler. Number 2 if you're a trader. Pump. Love it, man. Yeah, so we're long, people. Cheers, Pufifa. I can't even remember what I'm even saying anymore. I am lolling. Yeah, my mind's too on charts. I can't remember what I'm saying. Okay, I think the chat's a little bit like lagged. I don't know why it's okay. That £5. Thanks, mate. Thanks, mate. We've got loads more super chats coming in. I will get to all the super chats. Do you mind checking out ETHO on CoinMarketCap? Thanks. ETHO. Let's do it real quick. ETH. No, he wants to do it on CoinMarketCap. Oh, sorry, sir. ETH. What was it? ETHO, was it? Never even heard of this one. ETHO. Let's have a look. Ether 1. What is it, man? Ether 1. I have no idea what this is. Is it like a wrapped Ethereum token or something? Wow, it's going for it. Massive pump on it. No idea what it is, though. Let's have a little look. Ether1.org. Let's check that out. Let's have a look at I'm getting this ready yet. Okay, I think the chat's a little bit behind. But yeah, guys, we've got like 3,600 people in it. Absolutely amazing. 1 hour, 14 minutes. Absolutely desecrate the like button. And this guy's sending loads of super chats. Cheers, man. Could you explain the analysis on how you think it will get to 39k? Yeah, sure. In a second, I will. And again, he's done more. £5. Do you have any indicators to set up EMAs? Yeah, I'll get to all these questions in a second, guys. In the meantime, desecrate the like button. Wow, okay, look, this is absolutely going nuts. I shouldn't have asked that. Whenever I ask everyone to put 1 or 2 in, it just like destroys the chat. So I don't know what's going on there. Right. Okay, do it in MDX Trading, guys. Come to MDX Trading. Come and join MDX Trading. Number 1 if you're a hodler. Number 1 if you're... Why am I doing it capitals? Number 1 equals hodler. Holder. I need to sort my life. What is wrong with me? Hodler. Number 2... Oh, fucking hell, why can't I type? No, it's because my laptop's like really... I got my laptop in a really weird position to get the best internet. Number 1 for hodler, number 2 for trader. I don't even know why I'm fucking typing this in. So we got number 1, hodlers. We've got lots of hodlers. Yeah, come and smash this out, and I'll come and join MDX Trading, guys, and then put number 1 in if you're a hodler, and number 2 if you're a trader. And then we'll see how it's going. It's caning it. Yo, so we've got 3,000, let's wait for it to populate. 3,690 people in it. Absolutely insane, guys. Desecrate the like button, guys. We're going to do some more analysis in a second. We're going to kick on with this analysis, and we're just going to keep the charts going. Okay, Ether 1. Ether 1, decentralize everything. Imagine the world where content was completely held in the public domain. Interesting. Hosted by the public and was 100% immutable. Sounds great. That's what we want to see. Like Wikipedia is 70. I think it's like 70 to 80% of all articles on Wikipedia are censored. How fucking crazy is that? Like what? The idea of a completely decentralized, democratized and community-hosted internet is not the utopian dream and should be achievable by us. Seems like a good project and it's pumping, dude. I like what they're doing. Whether it's going to be successful or not, I don't know, but I like the project. It looks good. Just to answer your question there. Yes, guys, let's go. Just to tell you, I'll put my long price in actually as well. So I went long from. I'll just do a little line so you know where I'm long from, guys. And just to make sure you know as well, guys, I'm long from there. And that was the buy signal on the 15-minute, I think. Yeah, around there. And if you guys are in a trade right now, just if you're long from around here as well, because I know a few of you guys do take the trades on their nizzle. Just make sure you got a stop loss at break even. My stop loss is at basically break even, slightly above break even. don't go to, like, there's these people saying, you know, trade without a stop loss. Like MM Crypto is saying, I don't trade with a stop loss. Great, he might be able to make money not trading with a stop loss, but he's probably using very, very low leverage and he's got a big equity in his account. A lot of you guys don't have that, the necessity of that. So that advice is really, really, really dangerous. Always use a stop loss, especially if you have a small equity account, and always keep your capital. Your capital is your ammunition, man. You need ammunition. If you go to war and you run out of fucking ammo, you're going to die. So you think about the trading is you're at war every day and you need ammunition to be able to fight the next day. So right now, that's where I'm long. Have a stop loss and have a trailing stop as well if you want. But right now, $36,600. If we get above $36,600, it's looking really good. If we break these levels here, 32,500, just draw the levels on. And also, if we get above, so we're above this level now. If we come up here and then we can't get above it, like this, and then we get back down and break this, as a bearish deviation, we're making a lower high again. And then we've got to, and then look at the trend lines. Look for the trend lines. Back down like this, break that. And again, remember guys, with a triangle formation, yes, it might break here, but it's not the end of the world. We've got a horizontal to get through as well. So it's actually more like in between. This zone is the buy zone, right? And if you do buy it and then you get stopped out, great, you lose, but depends on your strategy. But if you want to short this down and then this breaks, then we break 30k, you're gonna make money on the way down. But I'm not actually looking for shorts in my strategy at all in bull markets. In bear markets I short, in bull markets I long. Just to keep it simple. I like keeping shit simple because you can confuse yourself so much with trading. It's like, oh, I've got all these amazing indicators. Like, guys, just nah. You don't need all these mental indicators. You just need to look at a chart and understand how price moves by looking at it every fucking day. And guys, if you want to trade the markets, I use Femex for altcoins. Femex have so many altcoins. Use the links below. I've got a link. You get like $120 bonus for signing up if you deposit a certain amount of Bitcoin into the exchange. You can use Bitcoin to trade altcoins with it. All these altcoins on Femex have decent liquidity. I really enjoy trading alts on Femex. And then guys, Bybit for Bitcoin. All the links are below, guys. And then obviously you can use Binance as well. I got like a link for like 5% off. These two exchanges really, really good. Femex and Bybit. Okay, so where we at on views? So we're looking at like, wait for it to populate 3,900 people in it. Absolutely amazing, man. Absolutely. Let's have a look at this as well. So how many people did number one? How did number two? So it looks to me, just skimming through it, most people are hodlers, troddler. Love it. 42, trader, lol, all the above, hodlers. So many hodlers. Not many traders. But overall in this group, because I have had a pretty good history of predicting things like this. If you've been following the channel for any decent amount of time, you've known that I have had a pretty good hit rate about predicting stuff like that. Yo, so come guys, also join MDX Trading. We've got 4,000 people in here. Absolutely amazing. Almost 2,000 likes, guys. Let's just desecrate the like button. Absolutely love it. I'm gonna ask some questions in a minute. And just to do some accounting, some like, you know, just basically come and check out MDX Trading, www.mdxtrading.com. This is my website. I basically tells you all the best things in crypto. Guys, I use Femex to trade altcoins. We have loads and loads of altcoins. Come and check out Femex. I trade altcoins on Femex. The link is below in the description. You get a $120 bonus when you sign up. And I use Bybit for Bitcoin because Bybit does all of the freaking liquidity it needs. There's double the amount of BitMEX on volume now. That's all that stuff out. Add me on Twitter, guys, MDX Crypto, and Instagram, MDX Crypto. So get all that out of the way. But guys, 4,000 people is amazing. Just, you're all legends. Like, thanks for joining the stream. Really, really appreciate it. And let's answer some questions now. Let's go on. How many? Okay, let's have a look. Where were we on this then? So, oh shoot, there's so many of them. Okay, here we go. I was here, did that one. What is your opinion on DFI coin? Cheers for the donation, man. Stefan Wilgel. What is your opinion on DFI coin? Let's have a look. So I have no idea what it is. Let's go on CoinMarketCap. DFI, is it going to come up? DFI chain, is it? DFI coin? I think it probably is that, isn't it? DFI chain. Let's have a look what the chart looks like on CoinMarketCap. Wow, absolutely killing it. It's only just come out from the 20th of August, so it's only a few months old. Chart looks absolutely parabolic. It's probably not even on, you know, TradingView yet. Decentralized finance enabled on Bitcoin. Oh, nice. A blockchain dedicated to fast, intelligent, and transparent financial services accessible by everybody. Looks cool, man. The chart looks good. It sounds like the thing is about Bitcoin though, like how does it work? Like Bitcoin's proof of work. It's a very slow blockchain. So to have a decentralized finance enabled on it, you know, how's it going to have fast transactions? It needs a layer 2 solution on top of it. I think EOS has a good chance of doing DeFi, and obviously Ethereum, but Ethereum's too slow anyway. But yeah, it looks good, man. I don't know what you really want me to say about it, but like, if I just on a glance, decentralized finance enabled on Bitcoin, let's do it. And the chart looks pretty darn sick. Like you're looking at like 30 cents to fucking nearly $3, man. Yeah, dude, it's nearly a 10x. So yeah, like this is definitely going to come back down to earth. Anything that 10x is usually gives back about 60%. You know, if it 20x's, then it'll probably give around 70%. So just be wary that this will come back down to earth at some point, and you will get it. Don't be like that guy who's like, oh no, it's never going to come back down. Guys, look at any chart in history. They always do. I remember I did a massive call. What was that coin where everyone was there? Link. I remember everybody was back in the day when it did this huge parabolic run. I remember on the way up, I was like, guys, the likelihood is, this is when we're about here and up here. I said, the likelihood is we're going to trade below $10 again. And I actually had like loads of people betting me in my trading group saying that you're wrong. It's never going to trade below $10. And we traded $7.30 and traded below $10 for multiple weeks. So when it goes up, and also Engine Coin as well was another one, they come back down to earth. Link actually corrected about 60%, I think it was 65% correction. So anything which 10x is really, really quickly, it will come back down to earth. So check this out. Where am I on this? So yeah, where's my charts gone again? Yo, so we've got like 3,900 people in here. It's absolutely amazing. 3,700 people. Guys, desecrate the like button, because the more people who like the stream, the more people who come into the stream, and then the more people find out about Bitcoin. The more people who find out about Bitcoin, the higher the price is going to go, because everyone's talking about Bitcoin, guys. Everyone's talking about itty bitty bad boy Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the best money in history. It's a hedge against everybody. It's a hedge against the world. It's a fixed supply asset. It's the best money. It's portable, durable, divisible, fungible. It has a great store. It has a unit of account, which is better than gold. It's a store of value. Like, I'm rambling, guys, but we all know what's going to happen to Bitcoin. It's going to go to the freaking moon. Let's do some more of these questions then. So hopefully that, if it breaks that previous peak, is that pretty solid sign to buy? Chances are it would bounce off that, right? Also, best Bitcoin wallet. So Dubai, if it breaks that previous peak. So right now, if you look at the chart, right, we're actually doing quite well. Let's just dive into this real quick. Get back on the 15-minute. Yeah, so right now we're above this previous high here, which is good. You know, it means that we're kind of trying to change the trend. Not gospel right now. We haven't broken $36,600. We get above $36,600. The next target's $39,000 on my charts. 39K, I think I've said it before, obviously on this freaking stream. When we get to 39K, I think we find resistance, and then we come back down and then potentially play something out like this, which we've been drawing, this triangle. I think something like that is potentially what Bitcoin's going to play out. I quite like this. But for it to get above here, it's bullish for the short term. Not bullish macro medium term, because we're not above the high yet. If we break the high and get a bullish deviation of the high, then it's like actually macro long term bullish, because it's just like we're in an all sky breakout. But $36,600 is the next level. If we can't break it, we come back down, bearish deviation, then we could see a potential price back down to $32,500. And then I don't think we hold 30K. I think then we trade 27,000. Will be the next target down there. So yeah. And then the other side of the question you're asking was best Bitcoin wallet. It's an interesting question. The Ledger's great, but the Ledger had a hack recently. So I'd probably actually rather go for the Trezor.